research before I listened in, and I saw you on Ghost Whisperer too. So anyway, I just think you have a lot of talent. I think you're a great actor.
Thank you, buddy.
So I just definitely, if they ever call you, don't hang up and don't ignore. Just say yes and go on.
You got it. All right, let me write that down. Don't hang up. Don't ignore.
Take your notes now.
No, I don't. I'm open. Listen, one of the reasons I'm not under contract with anybody is because of the same reason that I didn't come here, and I'm not doing this to just have a job and to have money coming in. I do it because I'm a very curious, and I need to be challenged constantly. So I take on any project. I take on different projects, and because I need to constantly be challenged. I can't sit in one place for that long. That's why I have the comedy, the theater, the band, Young-and-the-Restless, and CSM. I have to constantly be doing different things that challenge my brain and my and everything, So I'll definitely be on the lookout for that, buddy. Promise.
Sweet, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you answering my question and being so honest, and I appreciate you, like I said again, doing Pam and Dawn's show. And
you got it, buddy.
Pam and Dawn, thank you for letting me come chat and say hi. You guys are awesome, and I love you both. And great job again with an awesome guest. So,
happy holidays, dude.
Fabulous evening. Same to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're getting to the top of the hour, so we'll go ahead and take one more phone call. We have David in North Carolina. Oh, Don, in your area.
Yes, welcome.
Hi, Ignacio.
Hey, David.
I watched you on General Hospital the whole time. I've been, except for DVR or VCR problems, I've watched General Hospital every day for decades. So I saw your entire storyline and totally enjoyed it, and saw you on the client list. You were wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much.
And you're welcome. But my question is, if Tracy Ullman and Kathy Griffin aren't your favorite comedians, who are?
That's a good question. Thank you for asking. It depends on what, but for example, I'm a huge fan of Eddie Izzard. He's definitely one of my top five.
Okay.
I think he's. You don't know Eddie Izzard?
No, and I listen to comedy in my car all the time.
Eddie Izzard is a British comic who's a transvestite. You got to look him up. He's one of the most brilliant comics, and he basically, all his comedy is he talks about different historical periods, and he just gives it his own twist, and he's clean, and he's funny and creative. I'm a huge fan of his. And I gotta, I love, two different. These are comics who are alive right now, but I really like Louis C.K. a lot. I think he's very good. I think he's very good because he's got his life is so heavy and he's so miserable that that it's funny because that's what comics do.
Exactly. And if you ever come to Charlotte, North Carolina, I'll be sure to go see you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
And I guess the second part of the question is, what comic do you think you're most like? Because I've not heard your comedy show.
What? I'm sorry?
What comic do you think you're most like? Like when you do comedy, are you?
I think I'm a mix of like John Leguizamo and Dane Cook.
Okay.
Because I talk a lot about myself, my life, my family, my upcoming, John Leguizamo is one of my all-time favorite actors. I have a poster here from one of his first shows on Broadway, the original poster. I have a script signed by. I do a lot. My act is very physical. I do a lot of physical comedy, and I move around a lot, and I do a lot of characters. So yeah, I like Dane Cook and John Leguizamo, that kind of mix.
Great. And again, if you're anywhere near me or anywhere where I'm visiting or any place I can go, I'll be more than excited to go see your show. And thank you so much for answering my questions. And thank you.
You got it, brother. Happy holidays. Okay, take care of yourself.
Happy holidays to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, David.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Now, Michelle in the chat room wants to know if you will ever get on Twitter. And most recently, as a matter of fact, last night, somebody had asked me if a certain Twitter name was actually you, and I said not that I'm aware of. All I know is that you have a Facebook.
Yeah, I do not have Twitter, and I highly, highly doubt that I will. Here's the thing. I have Facebook because it's a great tool, but I only use it when I'm home and in my desktop computer. But the truth is, I don't like having internet on my phone because, for example, when it comes to maps and stuff, I like having a phone as not as a secondary part of my life. It's just to communicate with people, but it's not to be on the internet and be returning emails on my phone. I kind of like to, I don't like phones as much as other people do. I can talk on them. I can barely text a little bit, but but it doesn't. I'm not on the internet all the time at all. I don't. Like I said, I don't have a TV. I have aquariums in my house. So I like talking. I like physical activities. So I'll never. I think to be able to have Twitter, you have to have internet on your phone and tell people, hey, I just went to the bathroom. It was slippery. OMG. I got actually for as a present for my birthday. I got my first camera to take pictures, and I still suck. Not that the problem is I take it with me, but I'm so in the moment that I completely forget about taking a picture. So, but at the same time, I like it because it's almost like it's my moment and it's my private moment, and no one has any record of it, and I like that. I like having moments to myself.
Well, we all have to have those.
But I do. I mean, look, I do
share
think
everything.
I do think Twitter and all that stuff they're great tools. I just I've had so many of my friends and even my family saying your phone sucks. It's so old.
Oh my gosh.
I can't hear anything, and they want to get me the iPhone, blah blah blah. And I go crazy. I mean, even when I have to send a text, I go really stupid, and I go, why am I texting you? Why can't I just call you?
Yeah.
I have no patience for that. I can't be on my phone, and it just I enjoy people. I enjoy physical connection.
The old way, the old good way. Letter writing has gone down the drain.
Listen,
phone calls and.
Listen, one of I think that, and right now, sorry if it gets a little serious, but with what happened Friday in Newtown, really, I mean, I'm still in shock, as is most people.
Yes.
And I've had a lot of conversations over the weekend which is the best thing, just talk to people and be there for each other, and a lot of it has been talks about gun control, which I completely agree with. And on the other hand, this is why this comes to mind is because I feel like we're becoming, and we've become so impatient, and we want everything now, and we have just no patience, and we get mad for the dumbest things. If we're in line at the supermarket and we don't, they don't take care of us in that moment, we get mad, and because of that, the person in front of us, all of a sudden we start fighting, or we start not liking them, or we argue over something so silly, and I do think that's why I try to maintain, that communication. I try to, have dinner with my family, and I try to talk to friends, and always, because unfortunately there's a lot of that gets lost through technology, text message, and If I want to go see your newborn baby, I'm gonna go see it, But now with Facebook and all the pictures available, it's almost another excuse for people. Oh, so now I don't have to go over and check out the baby visits. So again, it's not but it got me. We had a lot of conversations with friends about that because I do feel we've become more impatient and we hide more now with behind text messages and behind Facebook. We say things that we're scared to say to a person.
Mm-hmm.
So we do it through text, and we keep a lot to ourselves, and we forget about checking in with each other and checking in with each other as humans, not just the people but you never know. And sometimes a person, who a lot of people say, oh, he's so awkward. Sometimes that person just needs a hello and needs to strike up a conversation with somebody who has an open mind, and you make their day like that, and you never know. You might be preventing so many things. But anyway, that's a whole different show, and it's a whole different discussion.
You can make somebody's day by saying hello or a smile, because I try to do that when I'm out. And if I'm walking down the street from my car to the doctor's office and I pass by somebody, normally people just look away, but I make sure I look at that person and I smile.
It's truly the solution is it's actually it's small. It's not that hard. It's about starting with the people around you, and it's starting with creating the environment around you and under your roof. That's where it all starts. I grew up in a very rough area in Argentina, and my sister and I never touched drugs. We never committed crimes because our parents took our times. I mean, my parents went to school, they worked, they had long hours, but they took their time, and we had dinner and we sat down, and but yeah, it's again, like I said, that's a whole other conversation.
Right.
But that's one of the main reasons, like I said, why I stay off Twitter and I just use Facebook for work, because if you want to talk to me, then like the old days, sometimes anticipation is fun.
Right.
When you have everything fun, everything now, it loses its magic.
Right.
Yeah, that's very true.
Before when you anticipated, when you waited for a song to come out on the radio, and you're like, I can't wait to record it, and it's, that's the most fun is the journey, not the destination,
Right, and going out and buying the actual album or CD, and now you just download it instantly.
Anticipation is the best.
Right.
It's the best. It's the best adrenaline,
Exactly. I couldn't agree with you more.
So,
well, I want to thank you so much for spending this hour with us. It was really great catching up with you.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Anytime. Thank you guys, and thanks to all the people who have supported me along the years. I will continue to do my best and do new things and try to keep everybody happy and entertained. And I'm truly grateful to everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks.
soap fans are
much.
the most dedicated, so we follow everybody's career, that we've ever watched on a soap. So
the best.
You're going to have a loyal fan base forever.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. And a happy holidays to everybody, and you too as well.
Thank you,
so
and
very
to
much.
you and your family.
All right, girls. Take care.
Good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Well, it was nice catching up with him. Oh, my gosh, it was so long since I'd seen him. I mean, you see him here and there on other shows like, the Client List and that, but it's different than when you watch somebody almost on a daily basis on a soap.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. And, that's kind of like, we had Robert on Saturday, and he hasn't been in daytime drama for 3 years. I mean, if you can believe it, it's been 3 years already.
Right.
And, and just to hear his voice and talk about Guiding Light, I mean, that was awesome. And, but yeah, it's always, I think, really neat when you can have one of your favorite soap actors that has kind of not been in the soap scene for a while to get back on a soap, and just see them resurface on daytime. It just kind of brings everything full circle when that happens for the fans.
Exactly. And now he's on another soap, so we'll get to see more of him.
That's right. Yay.